I realised that running back, you know, into the dungeon wasn't the best idea, but I thought it would be more interesting than just running outside again, because, you know, that's what everyone will just run outside. But I thought, no, Rast is going to be quite panicked, and he's going to run inside. Hence, attracting the attention of even more. Whoa. That's different. That must be modded. Isn't it modded? Divine Intervention? Because surely, I mean, if that's there in the original game, why not just put it then as a spell? Yeah. I'd love to take it, but I'm not going to. And I suppose now might be a good opportunity to talk over this, because I, as a player, want to take magical items, and you could indeed justify Rast taking magical items now because he makes his own. So he does acknowledge the worth of them and their use. So it makes perfect sense. The reason I don't want to take magical items is largely, honestly, because it's one of the things that's making this character unique is the fact that he doesn't, because he just likes to use his own stuff. Alright, so he uses the Archmage's robes, which isn't his. I could argue that I saw them, the character saw them, and decided he was going to take them because they looked warm, because they had a practical application, you know. I mean, they do look warm, these robes. They are very well made, aren't they? You know, the enchantment, I suppose you could argue, was secondary. But I didn't, honestly. I just took them because I saw Archmage's robes, and I was, oh my god, as a player I was like, Jesus Christ, there's Archmage's robes lying on the table. I'm gonna take them. But you could argue that. You could argue that you took them for their you know, practical reasons, you know. I mean, the backpack's an enchanted item, but that's got a practical reason. Thank you. Item, and the hood, indeed, isn't enchanted, I think. But yeah, this stuff, you know, I could take, but I don't want to, because I don't want to become a loot whore. I don't want to, you know, think, right, I have this, but, you know, I also have this, so I want to swap this out and put this on now, and, you know, I just don't want it to be part of the LP. You know, for role-playing reasons, you could certainly justify Rast taking this, because it's extremely useful, and if this was any other character, I certainly would, and would enjoy using it, because that's a really, really, really nice. It could be extremely useful, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to. He's also got the amulets that he's wearing now, of course, like the RK. I think it might just be pretty. I don't know. I kind of picked these up. I mean, this was from a. I think this just appeared in my inventory. Did it? I don't know. It's part of a quest thing anyway, so I can't get rid of. But this is useless. This is pretty much useless, and I'm pretty much wearing it for that reason, because I don't want to. You know, or was it this or that? I don't know. I don't know how we got any of these really. You know, I must have picked them up. But two of these are quest items. But I just don't want it to be part of the LP. So I like him making his own, his special boots and his special cloak and his special ring, all doing the same kind of thing. So his hood will be next, I suppose, and then maybe some gloves. No gloves. No gloves. If I will drop bloody gloves. But yeah, that's why I just don't want to. I don't want it. It's one of the things that's making it unique, because as Rast learns how to interact with people in the world, he stops doing this all these odd things. Like, he stops stealing, and he stops punching guards so that he can fast travel and stuff like that, because he finds it doesn't work. You know, it's not what people do here. He has to learn and adapt, and you know, or he'll never survive. And in doing so, I have to say, there's no other way of saying this, he becomes a little more generic. He loses some of his rastness, if you like. I'm sure you guys have noticed it. I know some of you have. But there's no way to avoid that if I want to get through the game in a decent kind of way, you know. So there you have it. So I want to keep certain elements of his character, and one of those is that he just doesn't. He takes skulls, and he doesn't take magical items. He takes wands, but they're essentially spells on sticks, obviously. And okay, you could say that this amulet is a spell in an amulet, but again, so you know, a little bit inconsistent, you might say. I don't use the wands that often, though, and you know, I just, like I say, just don't particularly feel the urge to have him use stuff like that. Ow. Alright, so we're not particularly welcome, it would seem. Okay, I've been seen. Wow! Ah, damn it. Thank you, buddy. Proper saved me there. Maybe I'll have to again. Electromancer, huh? Yeah, that's what he does. That's it. Am I dead? Am I taken captive? What's the story? Morning glory. I've thrown out. Okay. Sometimes this scenario makes sense, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to lend on the side of it doesn't in this case. But again, the point is that now I have to, rather than just reloading, I think this is great. You now have to go in there, get your loot back with a penalty. All what you've done is still there. But you have to do it wearing, well, nothing really. So I think that's really nice. It's quite immersive. It's much better than just reloading and doing it again. Now you have to do it again, but with consequence for your failure. So, should have used this before. Hungry, thirsty, and tired, but going in there anyway. So we have that to deal with, as well as the detrimental effects of being knocked out. I think I might have this anyway, but
Yes, look for rest. But you won't find us. Me. Must have been the wind. Bunny! You kill. Bunny! Bad bunny. Bad. Bunny.
Oh, we can get something for that. After we kill this guy. I'll do it again.
Bunny. There. Bunny! Stupid skeleton.
This guy is freaking out. He's not the last boss. Come on, Bonnie, what the hell are you doing? Whoa.
Now you see him.
Cannot even conceive of the power I wield.
No, and you're also really bloody fast. Jesus.